everyone, and welcome to another book vlog. Yay! I recently hit a huge milestone in the progress of my novel, which I am very excited to share today. Yay! For years, I've been thinking about brainstorming, reading, writing, and editing this book. All on my own, of course. Mine have been the only eyes to read and reread this book until now, because I finally sent out the first 2 chapters of my novel to my beta readers. Yay! If you don't know, a beta reader is someone that you send your work to for feedback so that you can get an idea of what needs improved before publishing. They don't necessarily edit a story, but they provide insight into how they were feeling while reading. They can tell a writer where they were bored, where they were excited, if they picked up on any discrepancies in the narrative, things like that. Some people send a full manuscript, but I chose to send a few chapters at a time while I continue to edit the rest of the novel. Waiting for their responses has proven to be a challenge of its own. I wonder, will they like it? Will they be harsh in their critiques of my work that I put so much effort into? Is it good enough? It is scary to ask for criticism about something that you care so deeply about, but this is just part of the process, and it means that I'm one step closer to my goal. Alongside my chapters, I also sent a Google form with targeted questions to guide my readers with the kind of feedback that I'm looking for. It has been a few days since I've sent it out, so I thought I would share some of their responses while I wait for the rest. I've sent it to 10 people and I've received 4 responses so far, and to be honest, I'm probably not going to send it to 10 people next round because it's kind of a lot, but I was really nervous about the beginning of my story, so I wanted to get a wide range of responses. Also, right now, my beta readers are all my family or my friends. I would really like at least one more person who can be impartial, particularly if they're also a writer. If you are interested, please send me a message on Instagram. My first question: did this chapter make you want to keep reading? Why or why not? They all said yes, they were excited to keep reading, which I'm very happy about. One person commented on the world building, which that makes me happy because I am proud of the world building in it so far. So the response to the first chapters is that everyone seems to be curious about where the story's going. Question number 2. Did the chapter hold your interest? If not, where did you lose interest? And everybody said yes. Did you connect with the characters? Why or why not? A lot of people are saying they started to care more about the characters in the second chapter. The first chapter doesn't give a lot of context. The first chapter is very short. It's only like a page and a half or something. Number 4 is, did you notice any discrepancies or inconsistencies? And everybody said no. Where were you emotionally invested? The responses are pretty different for each of these. Some people were invested right away in chapter 1. Some people were invested in the opening of chapter 2, and some people were not invested until the end of chapter 2. Which scenes, paragraphs, or lines did you really like? A lot of them were fond of one of the characters I put in there, which is not the main character, but is a character that I have fun writing. There was a scene in there that I thought was boring. I didn't think it was boring, but I was afraid that other people were gonna find it boring. Everybody said that they liked this scene. Were you able to get oriented into the story, or was it too confusing? Mostly everyone said that it was very easy to follow. Chapter 1 did leave them with questions, but they felt like they would be answered in the coming chapters, except for one person. They said that they couldn't get oriented into chapter 1 at all. What questions do you have about the story after reading each chapter? What are you hoping to learn? And I'm not going to read the responses to that question because spoilers. The next question is, did the dialogue sound natural to you? And most people said yes. I went for a very whimsical and archaic dialogue for this, and I think it landed with some people but not for others, which I had a feeling that would happen. Which parts need elaborated on? A few people did say the first chapter they would like to know more. I got into the action a bit too quickly and they didn't have enough time to get invested. Which parts bored you and should be compressed or deleted? And everyone said they were locked in the entire time. Did you notice any grammatical or spelling errors? Nothing grave, a few. Some of the things that were confusing were because of the style and the tone that I chose to use. I was really trying to go for an old style sort of fairy tale way of writing, and I can get how that would be confusing. Lastly, I asked for any final thoughts, and that's that. That is my little survey for my beta readers. Shooey. I didn't want to go too in depth because, you know, I didn't want to give away any spoilers or rat anyone out. Let me know if you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!